What's going on? Welcome to another edition of Hustlers Kung Fu Live. This is Glendon Cameron, your hustling godfather. What we do here is we talk about creating businesses. And what this stream's going to be about is guerrilla business tactics on how you can start your business. One of the things that you got to understand is because there was some misunderstanding about the stream last night where someone was like, you know, you can make this kind of money in a few days as a service provider, which is true. But the type of service businesses that I'm talking about something you can get up and get started very quickly. One of the issues, because like someone was just like, hey, a carpenter or a heating and air vac guy can make this kind of money in like 2 or 3 days, which is true. But those type of service businesses such as plumbing, electrical, they require that you have certification certificates or some type of specialized education that can take many months up to a few years. That's not what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. A service business that you, unremarkable person, and I'm not trying to be insulting, but a person with little to no skills, you've not done anything, you don't have a lot of money, and you work a regular job. I'm talking about taking a person in those situations and giving them a blueprint on how they can create a service business that makes $1,500 to $3,000 per month in addition to their job. This is the type of service business I'm talking about. If you wanted to perhaps get into electrical or something, you could do that if you want to. But just know that becoming an electrician, a plumber, or something, that's going to take additional schooling and time. Like you could literally start a cleaning service today. Start marketing your cleaning service, and in the 30 days have $1,500 to $3,000. So this is the type of stuff that we're talking about, and this was what 30 days to $2,500 was predicated on, because here's where a lot of people are. Let's say you're a member of the 75 million Americans who make $33,000 or less per year. You're not going to be in a position to do this because more than likely you have a job, you're working, maybe you're married, your wife's working, you've got kids, the kids go to daycare. So you're not in a position because you haven't gotten the Guerilla Business Tactic education. And this is what 30 days to 2,500 is based upon. Guerilla tactics. Once again, you're not going to form an LLC. You're not going to form a holding company. Your first 30 days is about getting money, getting customers, getting money. That's what the first 30 days is about. Once you're getting money, then you can shape it up and make your business look a little sexier. But that's the goal. First 30 days, get your $1,500, $3,000, put it in the bank. And once again, this is how I've got this course set up for you guys, because I'm very excited about this. I've got it optimized. I'll never be broke again, the money management course. That's what you're going to start with. That's going to be the first place you're going to go. And then I will teach you how to make money. It is a collection of webinars talking about how to build businesses, so on and so forth, and wealth foundation principles. So you get that. Plus, we get into how to start a service business. We get into the beginning. Why should you start a service business? The correct mindset to have starting a service business. The Hustler's Mindset, Pimping Your Success audiobook. How to start your service business. No, you're not quitting your job or starting a holding company. And after the money comes in, building your first website. Because this is what we're going to get into this week. We're going to get into what you do after the money come in. Because your first thing is you got to clean up your personal finances. I know that many people want to build business credit with bad personal credit. Many people want to just skip over this foundational stuff. And as I explained before, the foundational stuff is the reason that Duke beat the Fab Five back in the day. And the Fab Five were athletically way superior than anyone that Duke had on their team. But Duke was fundamentally sound in the game of basketball. All they guys can make layups. Their guys knew the rules. Their guys didn't do stupid things. Their guys didn't do stuff to hurt them. And what we want to do is create a situation where you're building your service business in an environment where you can be successful. Because, I was having this conversation with someone about money management principles, and, half of America is just doing it wrong. You make $33,000 a year, but you got a $50,000 truck out there in your driveway. That truck is sucking anywhere from $1,000 to $1,200 out of your $2,500 take-home pay. You can't win like that. You're just not going to win playing the game like that. So what you need, if you make $33,000, you need a car that's paid off. You need a point A to point B car. You need something that you could pay off and it's not burning this monthly, this big hole into your paycheck. So this is why getting the personal finances down is so important. I mean, it is so important because you're going to go into a situation where once you get your personal finances handled and optimized, because this is what the money management course is going to help you do, is optimize your personal finances. So once you get that done, then you're in the position to go out and make more money. And if you're part of the 75 million Americans, or really go ahead and say, because I think it's like, once you get up to $80,000, I think 80% of the country doesn't make $80,000. And what this will do for you, if you're part of that class, is it's going to quickly allow you to double, or in some cases, triple your income. I mean, this is going to be a game changer for a lot of people. This is going to be a serious game changer. Now, once again, we're not going to be becoming electricians. We're not going to become plumbers. And those are service businesses, but you cannot scale that up very quickly without the training. So you got to have that training. If you already have the training, if you're already a plumber, then you want to go freelance, then yeah, you can really tear it up. So first of all, we're going to deploy what I like to term Guerilla Business Tactics. Once again, we're not going to do the formal starting of a business stuff. We're not going to do that. That's going to come a little later. I have this term that's, there's a legal and there's a legal illegal. Let's say you're not going to get your business license. Your first 30 to 90 days, you're not going to get your business license. You're not going to do an LLC. Now, here's the good news. It's about to be 2020. So you start your service business some point in 2020. And let's say you go January, February, and March with your service business without an LLC. Guess what? As long as you form that LLC in 2020, you're going to be able to take all of these business write-offs. This is why you're going to save your receipts. This is why you're going to have your checking account optimized, and you're going to be able to track where the money comes. So when you file your taxes. And another thing that this will do is this will give you deductions. As a person with a job, you don't have that many deductions. You don't have that many exemptions. This will give you deductions. You can use your car. You can get all kinds of deductions that you just normally would not get as an employed person. So this is a game changer. You're going to get some money back on your taxes. You're going to make more money. This is a game changer. So when I say Guerilla Business Tactics, what do I mean? I'm going to talk about my revenue streams from the Upscale garage sale. After I shut down GC Solutions, I created the Upscale garage sale, which was the corporate name of the storage auction business. Well, it's really Frankie's Depot was the holding company. Upscale garage sale was an operating company. So we had eBay as a stream of income. We had Amazon as a stream of income. We had Craigslist as a stream of income. And we had people walking in on Saturdays as a stream of income. Then I got a fifth stream of income, which was another eBay ID, because I used to sell new furniture online. And then there was a sixth stream of income, selling new furniture on Craigslist. So we had the because these were the 6 streams of income of the Upscale garage sale. And this is why it worked so well, because if one fell off, the other one usually picked it up. But I would just sit back and look at what we were doing. We had trucks, we had warehouses, we had staff. And I would go out and pick something that would fit into the system that we already had. I didn't even get a business license for selling. We had a business license because we had to, for the storefront. We had a business license, which I used to get these other accounts. But I just went ahead, figured out what the marketplace want. And one of the things you got to look at, and this is where so many people go wrong starting businesses. I have an ideal. I have a product. You have an ideal, you have a product, then you go looking for someone to sell that ideal or product to. That's hard. What you ideally would do is figure out, where is there a hungry audience that needs my product or service? This is going to be some stuff in the course, because I'm going to create more content tomorrow, more training for the course. But you're going to figure out who's your audience. Now, with a service business, you can put a post on your personal Facebook page and get business if you're tapping into the right audience. If you're tapping into the right audience, you should be able to post on your Facebook page and pick up clients. This is the kind of service business I'm starting. Once again, we're not talking about being an electrician, a plumber, or something that you need certifications, you need insurance and license. You can do that later on. This course will also help you with those businesses, because this is one of the things that I've learned. When let me go ahead and show you one of the things I used to sell. And this happened because Louis Philippi bed. So go back. All right. So this is one of the things I used to sell. It was a pretty sleigh bed, and I'm going to give you the thought process how I built this business. I knew that a lot of people were moving to Atlanta, right? Lots of people were moving here. And I knew that people needed furniture, and people needed easy furniture. So I was able to sell this bed for $299 as a queen, $399 as a king, because I was able to get good pricing if I bought these beds in bulk. If I bought 10 or more, I can get them for like $150 to $120. And I almost got container pricing on them because of the way that I bought them. And I would go ahead and advertise these beds with delivery. Now, once again, I had trucks, so I was already set up for delivery. I didn't have to go out and get a truck, because once the thing with your service business, you want to operate from a strength. You want to be able to use stuff you already have, or you don't want to have to go out and spend a grip. I don't want you going out spending $1,000, $2,000. Once again, it just depends on who you are. Like the other day, we had the guy who was a former law enforcement, and he wants to do security, but he's retired. He has income coming in, so he's going to do it a little bit different. This is set up for broke dick Danny. This is set up for the person who doesn't have a lot of money, and they're going to trade their time for money. But I used to sell this bed to people all over Atlanta. And this is how I would write the ad. Hey, you're new to Atlanta, you need some furniture, Upscale Garage Sale got you. We sell blah, blah, blah. And I would do this bed, and I would do, let's see. I would do these, because this, I would do these leather club chairs, and I would sell them in twos, and I was able to get these chairs for like $700, and I would sell them for $1,400. And it was these guys here. Well, more like these club, because they call it the Doyle. But, sell them, because this was something else for someone moving to Atlanta, wanted some nice chairs for their living room. And I just aimed it at someone, hey, you just moved to Atlanta, because what they would do is they would go to Craigslist. And this is how I carved out a furniture service business that was part of what we were already doing. I didn't have to go out and get a truck to deliver. I didn't have to go and do any of this stuff. I was already optimized because essentially what I would do is I would take a picture from the catalog, I would post it on Craigslist, and I would not buy the furniture. Now, the beds were such a hot seller, and the bedroom sets. I mean, I had a guy who was in Florida who had a condo in Terminus over here, which is over in Buckhead, and he just ordered it over the phone. The building let me in, and I took the bedroom set. I never even met this guy. This is why when people like, well, you're black, no one's gonna buy. I'm like, you're not selling correctly if you think that's a hindrance. Because I don't know how many Caucasian, Asian, immigrant customers I had, because I had what they wanted at a good price, and they bought from me. My color was never an issue. But once again, it's about creating fast guerrilla type business tactic markets. Because once again, I don't want you going out and spending like $2,500, $3,000 to get set up. Once again, that's if you're in broke dick Danny status. If you're going to start something a little bit more involved, that's perfectly okay to start your holding and operating companies first. But this course is going to be geared for the average person. It's going to be geared for the average person to come up. It's not going to be for someone who's already balling out of control. It's going to be for the average person. It's going to be to come up. Let's see. right, let me just go ahead and see what y'all saying. Okay. What's up, people? Service business is the quickest, the fastest business you can start with minimum to little investment and start putting cash in your palm very quickly. Yes, paying off credit card debt is super simply. Fahida, if you can't manage your personal finances, don't even consider starting a business. And there's a lot of truth to that because you're going to have more money to mess up. And I've seen many people go out of business because of mismanagement of finances. What's up, Paul? Stack the Flipper. What's up, Glendon? My brother had a cleaning company, clears $230K per year with 30 part-time 1099 employees, including the manager. Service business is a grace when you want to scale up. There it is. Michael Robinson, I like the service business ideal. I don't mind learning and upskilling, but the service business allows me. I mean, Michael, if you pick the right service business that's in alignment with your strengths, you can make an additional $1,500 to $3,000 your first 30 days. Your first 30 days. That's very quick. Drake, the chap, I'm going to disagree with you. Appliance repair is not the only service business. It's just one of many that doesn't require a whole lot of skill. I made $600 my first week after taking a quick online course. Oh, skilled. Okay. That was just a site on the internet. Because I don't even know the furniture websites anymore. Because typically you can't like really log into them unless you have a sign up. All right, Drake Trap, make that money, make that money. Camilla, January is the perfect time to start cleaning, organize the service business. Many people looking to start new and get organized. Grass Hawkins Lawn Care. What are your thoughts about scaling a lawn care landscaping business? There are companies in town. Gibbs is a multi-million-dollar landscaping company. Once again, the difference between a small landscaping company and a large landscaping company is management and marketing. That's the only difference. Cadaver, the hacker. I don't even recommend liability insurance. I mean, unless you're just going to jack up somebody's stuff. And Drake Chap is illustrating the benefits of a service business. He only spent $75 for tools. This is what, this is the kind of, a thing I'm talking about. So you can start a lawn service because let's say it's winter, right? What you do is you offer different services. Like in the summer, you cut grass and you rake leaves. If you're in Michigan, you do snow removal. And when you meet the customer, and this is one of the reasons that we're going to work on a lot on marketing, is let's say you're doing lawn service in Michigan, and then you put in the contract when you sign up that we will also do snow removal so that you're working year round. How would you structure a deal with 4 total partners? If I had 4 partners, I would get an LLC and I would write down each responsibility of each partner. If you're going to be a financial partner, you don't get that much money out the business. They put in $5,000, they get 10% on their $5,000. But I would have a written contract and a written operating agreement between the 4 partners, spelling out exactly what they do. If all four partners are part of the company cutting grass, then profits would be split evenly. It just depends. It really depends on how you have it set up and what you got going on. But one of the things that we're going to do in this course, because, go ahead and get in the course now. First thing, once again, I'm repeating myself for a reason. Optimize your personal finances. Because once you get that done and then you start earning additional money, your life will change. Because let's go ahead and say you do this the proper way. You optimize your finances, you stop leaking money, and you're able to pay all of your bills, plus put money away from your job. Then you start this service business. And let's say you're making, let me get in here, $2,000 per month times 12. That's $24,000 in the bank. The average person doesn't have $1,000 in the bank. And you go through this process of getting a financial education, optimizing your personal finances, then going out and creating additional income, you'll be able to save thousands of dollars. So when your business needs new equipment, or you need to go ahead and file, get your holding company and stuff, all that together, the money's in the bank. You've already got the money. Because this is, once again, just to be clear, I don't want you guys to do your LLC and holding company and all this stuff until after the money starts rolling in. Once the money starts rolling in, then this is when you start doing, you're making it sexy. This is when you put up your website, because you're going to use Guerrilla Marketing Business Tactics to get rolling. You're not going to use paid advertising. You're going to use your circle, your network to get rolling. And then once you get rolling and the money starts coming in, then you'll start doing traditional things. Because once again, as with the example of Cleaver and many other people, you could literally start a service business with $0. And at the end of the month, have $1,500 to $3,000 in the bank. It's the fastest way for you to make some money if you're one of those people who doesn't know what you want to do when you're growing up. Well, once again, Black Caesar, what you're going to do is write up a contract to make sure that doesn't happen. Because once you start messing around with people and money, you're going to need contracts, you're going to need written agreements. Because I'm going to tell you a bad story. One of my clients, who was an Amazon FBA seller, she had a partner who was a financial partner. And this fool, because when he saw all his money was coming in, he went crazy. Because he was only supposed to get X amount of dollars, but the money was coming through his checking account. And 1 month, he just took $300K. He just took it. He's like, I got things I need to do. That's what he said. Took $300K. I got things I need to do. And once again, when you get people in this position who contribute a little and their expectations get crazy, they're like, well, you can't promise somebody some money and they don't get addicted and they don't it gets bananas. Grasshoppers combining 4 already existing LLCs that are small and long companies trying to be a bigger force and corner the market. All right. From a business structure, you really need to either create a holding company to buy all of those LLCs, or shut some of them down, or sell them, or get them absorbed into one of the bigger companies. Pro Style, how should you accept payment? Under the business name and the personal name. Pro Style 1, Good question. In the beginning, you're going to accept it under your name. You could create a business, but you could use PayPal. You could use Stripe if you're accepting credit cards, and you can do it under, you could just give PayPal, open up a PayPal business account, just give it a name, and that's what's going to show up on their credit cards records. And PayPal is going to take your social, because you can either set up a corporation using your EIN through PayPal, or you could just, right now, if you don't have a PayPal account, you could just open up one and start accepting credit cards just like that. So in the beginning, it's going to be under your name. But once again, after 2 or 3 months, you're going to create a holding company. You're going to create an operating company, and you're going to start. But once again, the first goal of the first 3 months is get money. Get money. Get money. Get money. Get money. And this is why this is so important. You're going to be working very, very hard. You're going to keep your job. So you got to go to your job Monday through Friday, and you're going to be doing this on the weekends and the evenings. You're going to be working really hard. And you know what's going to keep you motivated? That cash coming in. Once that cash starts coming in, it's a lot easier to go get this money. But this is one of the reasons that a lot of businesses don't make it, is because you're doing all of this structural foundation research, and you're working very hard and you're making no money. And typically most people will just tap out. Well, once again, there was some other stuff I'm not going to get into, but that was the agreement. And he could just take money out of that business account. So once again, with Bear, how would you create traffic? Well, once again, Barry, we're going to use Guerrilla Marketing Tactics. Here's the difference. Like, let's go ahead and say you start a service business and you put up a website, and you don't have $5,000 to $10,000 to pay a web developer to build your website. You're going to build it yourself, which means that you're going to get on YouTube. You're going to be looking at all of these web development tools, and that's going to take you a few weeks to build your website. Then driving traffic to your website. This is why I'm saying use Guerrilla Business, and this will be in the course, how to get customers without paid advertising, because this is one of the reasons that a lot of people who start online businesses fail. They're working real hard, they got their website up, and then there's, just because you put up a website on the internet, it doesn't mean people are going to find it. More than likely, they're not. They're not going to find it. They're not going to come to it. And that's just going to depress you and demoralize you. This is why I'm saying go through the Guerrilla Marketing Business Tactics. Use your circle of influence. Get money and traffic that way. Then once you've got money coming in, then you can look at your paid traffic options. Because if you don't know how to run paid traffic, you could lose a lot of money very quickly. Really, really quickly. Started my LLC as a consultant. I have a job where they pay me corp to corp, seeing what next after the position ends. All right. Patrick, did the Amazon business was doing $5 million a year. It didn't fail, but that seriously damaged their partnership, because she needed money to buy product and stuff, and it was just gone. And then she had to take money from her funds, because she was smart. She listened to me. She had about $1 million in the bank on her own, so she had to pull $300,000 from her $1 million to get product to keep the business was going on. And then she just switched the accounts and stuff, because she said they ain't ever happening again. Because he's like, I got things I need to do. And he was like Omni and the Hellcat. Every time she saw him, he had a new car. And this was up in New York, boogie down Brooklyn. Douglas Jones, my tech writing gig just ended prematurely. Suggestions? Start a service business. That's what we're talking about. Using guerrilla tactics to start a service business to create cash flow. Because if you're part of 80, let's go ahead and see. Let me do this really quickly. Let's see. All right, so let's go to, because with a good, strong service business in your job, you can make 80K. So once you get to 80K, you're making more money than 87% of the country. 87% of the country. So this is what's going to happen once you start this business. So once again, let's be clear. You're going to be working very, very hard in the beginning. You're going to be working very, very hard. You're going to be working on the weekends. You're going to be working in the evenings. You're going to give up your free time. You're going to give up your come home, sit down, do nothing, chill time. That's about to go out the window. Leah Dye, is getting money more important than integrity? Like if you're not good enough to do the service, like if you start painting houses but not that good at it, does that affect your future brand? Absolutely. If you do a trash job, word will get out. Also, one of the things that we talk about in the course is doing a service business that's alignment with your strengths. So you wouldn't even get into something that you're not good at. Once again, you wouldn't just do something because of the money. So you wouldn't even do that. Patrick, hire someone to paint houses. We're going to talk about that too. What's up, David? Man, Black Caesar, it was bananas. Life for a business. Question right now. I make $27,000 per year trading stocks. Should I make an S-Corp now? Or should I wait until I make more money? I have a full-time job as well. Really, what are your intentions for the future? Because you're going to start an S-Corp. Why? What are you trying to do here? Are you trying to turn this into your full-time gigs, trading stocks? Malik from Brooklyn. Full-time job, 65K. If it was me and I was making money from trading stocks, I would put that in a business. I would have a holding company. I would have an operating company. And I would be able to take significant deductions for the losses and whatever they happen. Life for a business, how much taxes do you pay out of 27? He's going to pay whatever his tax rate is, because that's going to be earned income, because trading stocks isn't passive income. If he got dividends from his stocks, or he got dividend investment, that would be taxed differently. Tech writing gig, paid $120 a year per annum, go into Fiverr, do LLC. If you're going to start a business, yeah, definitely. Once again, once you start getting into this business, because Douglas Jones, what I would do was I would start getting money coming in. I would work on getting money coming in. That's going to be the key, to get money coming in, because this is why so many businesses fail, because the owner of the business is still in the planning and development stages. They're still structuring, they're still doing their LLC holding company, they're putting up their website, and then they get it all done, and then they have no money. You know what? You know how demoralizing it is to work on something for a year or two and not make any money? The average person just can't do it. This is why I'm saying get your service business started, get that cash coming in, because the cash is going to keep you motivated. That's what's going to keep you motivated. Those days you don't feel like it, you're going to look at your bank account's going to be looking nice and fat. You're like, I'm going to go ahead and get this money. So that's going to keep you motivated. That's why I'm saying the first 90 days should be about getting money, getting cash flow, stacking up the bank accounts. Douglas Jones, the first thing you're going to have to do is learn how to market yourself. That's going to be your superpower. Once you learn how to market yourself, you'll never have to ask that question again. Leah, how did you know you were good at auctions and selling furniture? I didn't. I just did it. I knew that I could sell furniture because my job, I had a job that paid me to sell furniture. So I knew how to sell furniture. Yes, the cash does keep you motivated. Be real, yes, that's going to be how to start a service business. There's going to be, matter of fact, I can show you. Let's see. What I will be adding this week is a whole section on Guerrilla Business Building Tactics, 30 days to 2,500. All of this stuff will be Guerrilla Business Tactics. There's going to be 27 modules in this course, and I'm going to put some more stuff here teaching you how to get it all together. Because here's the thing about creating a business online. If you don't know how to get traffic, you ain't gonna make it. You put up a website, no one's gonna come, no one's gonna find it. No one. Anakin 228, I'm a professional proofreader, but I hate it. Would you say I should still do this as a service business, or should I just teach proofreading? First of all, ask yourself, why do you hate it? And if that's what you do, that's one of your strongest skill sets. And this is the conundrum that many people find themselves in. What they're really strong in, I'm sick and tired of doing this. I don't want to do it no more. Then you go off and try to do something else that you're not strong in and fail. So I don't think you should teach proofreading. I think you should do proofreading if that's your strongest skill set. Life for business. I'm taxed like a regular person because I don't have a business. Pretty much what I said. I was going to start as an S-Corp engineer because I hate the Internal Revenue to take it so much. S-Corp can be taxed nicely, but I don't want to deal with legal Zoom crap. Yeah, because if you start an LLC today, they're going to hit you with that administration fee at the beginning of the year. Art Larson, you got to get over your fears and apprehension. Just do it. If you fail, use what you learn to make your next situation better. Stop being scary cats. Yeah, why would you elect to have an LLC taxed as a C-Corp? Because you get it taxed as a C-Corp, that creates dual taxation. I don't understand why you would do that. Be real, copywriting is a high income skill. Everyone that I know that's a killer copywriter has their own business. Because when they realize that I could create my own products or service and apply my copywriting skills to that, they don't want to work for anybody. I know one dude, he did $3 million last year. You can't get him to work for you. I mean, he's making what is that? 3 million divided by 12. You're making 250K per month. It's very hard to be motivated to work for someone when you're making that kind of money per month. Hollywood Prep, if you want to start a site like World Star, what advice do you have? You need to be very good at building online communities if you're going to do a World Star thing. You're going to have to figure out how you're going to get traffic to your website. Douglas Jones, no, he's a copywriter that launched his own product, and he used his copywriting skills for his own products. That's how he made $3 million. To be the currently in the program for curriculum design, my class is instructional design for teachers. Hey, that's a big thing, because as you know, when you create the course, because once again, I have to make this, Glendon, without traffic, no type of business could survive. Can you share some basic ways to drive traffic? Once again, like, all right, look, let's have this conversation. If you're trying to create an online business and you don't know how to drive traffic, you're going to be very, very, very frustrated. So the fastest way that if you want to learn how to drive traffic, I would suggest that you spend some money on a Google AdWords course or a Facebook ads course. Number one, start there and learn how to drive traffic that way, because organic traffic can be built through SEO, but you're looking at months or years. So there are really no basic ways. There's no basic, well, those are the basic ways. You got paid traffic, you have organic traffic, you can start a YouTube channel, you can start a podcast or a Facebook group and drive traffic from those sources. And I'm telling you, it's getting very, very hard. The beauty, my current salary is $104,000, trying to make more when I get done with the consulting gig. Get more clients if you can handle them, and that will, each client will increase your income. No, I'm not trying to do a 10X thing. I'm not trying to do that. I don't want to do the whole stage and stadium and have people show up. That's not my dream. Why you sell your product when you can lease it? What are you talking about? Barry, what about driving traffic offline? In the course, I give you tactics to drive traffic offline. Because once again, it's about relationships. If you want to drive traffic to your business offline, guess what? You're going to have to meet people. You're going to have to go out and meet people. And this is where I got some stuff in here to help you with that. Let's see. Because as we get into this, there will be things to help you go out and meet people. One of the ways that you can drive traffic is go to, matter of fact, let me show you. Do this. Meetup.com. All right. You can go to meetup.com and look for a group that has interest. Shut Up or Riot, Atlanta Startup Village. Just start going to these networking events and meeting people. Because one of the things that you guys have got to understand, in the beginning, this is going to be hard. Just let's go with these misconceptions. It's going to be hard because you've never done it before. And it's going to be a little scary, and it's going to be a little intimidating because you've never done it before. And this is where your personal discipline is going to come in for you to keep pushing. Three Kings. Got a business partner using money out of the business account for personal expenses. I told him about, he keeps doing it. Should I just dissolve the... You got someone you can't trust with the money, man. Yeah, you're going to have to get out of that. Patrick, how would you pay yourself from the business if you have business partners? You would write a check out of the business account to the partners. You could do it as a draw. You could do it as just a check. Alpha Omega, I don't know. You're going to have to do some research on that. Once again, do not start a business just because it makes money. Start a business that's in alignment with what you're good at, what you're strong at, what you can do. And the reason for this is it's hard. But if it's something that you can do or something you like to do, that removes a lot of the pain out of it. I mean, you go out and, like, let's say you get in affiliate marketing and you don't like learning how to drive traffic. You hate Google AdWords, you hate Facebook ads, but you're doing affiliate marketing. You're going to suffer. Your business is going to suck because you hate one of the main ingredients that you need to know how to do to make your business successful. John Smith, if you started at zero today, how long do you think it would take you to get to $1 million? Less than a year. Hollywood Prep, at the beginning, what were some of the things you did to build your tribe? Start a YouTube channel. Thank you, Life for a Business. All righty. This looks like trouble right here. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that. That username just looks like trouble. Josh Barr, if you want to pay zero tax for the day trading and dividends, move to Puerto Rico. Act 2022. So one of the things that in the beginning that I did, like, let me just tell you how I started this business. I had a blog, which I created, urbanpackrat.com. You can use, matter of fact, I can show you guys this. Wayback Machine. Let's see. Urban. You know, if I had really thought about this, I would have named this blog something else. Let's see, where is it? All right. Let's go to 2012. I don't know why it's not pulling up anything. All right, the truth about storage auctions from a real storage auction buyer retired. I started this blog in 2009 and I wasn't getting a lot of traffic. So I started doing YouTube and I went from literally 1 to 10 hits a day to 200, 300, 400, 500, 600 hits per day. Just starting the YouTube channel. Once again, one of the best ways for you to get a lot of traffic is to start a YouTube channel. And a lot of people don't want to do that. A lot of people are not built for that life. They're not built for that life. I would not use Craigslist to market a Shopify store. Urban Pack Rat didn't fail. I just moved on. When I got out of resale, I just shut everything down and moved on. It didn't fail. Sky Bevan, I've been a Mindset subscriber for the last 4 years, but haven't taken action until now. Free advice costs you nothing until I use it. Happy holidays. That's a very important distinction. That's a very important thing, that people actually take action, that people use the advice, use their content. Because one of the things is, starting a business when you don't have business skills is daunting. It's a little scary. It's a little crazy. You're going to have to use Facebook ads or Google ads to market your Shopify store. You're going to have to spend money. This is how all of these kids are making this money. They're spending money for advertising. They're using Google ads, they're using Facebook ads, or they're using influencers for shout outs. And that's what you're going to have to do. Once again, if you're going to do an online business, you would be very good to take 30 to 40 hours and learn about traffic and traffic sources. You know, you could drive traffic from Pinterest. You could drive traffic from Twitter. You could drive traffic from Instagram. But if you don't know how to do that, it's like, yeah, it's possible, but to me, it's like witchcraft. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to make that witchcraft do it. But anyone with a Shopify store, I mean, that's going to be your biggest problem, is driving traffic. So once again, here we go. This is, where is it? Let's see. B School for Hustlers. All right, so the link is below, but this is the course you're going to get. The price is going to go up for this bundle at the beginning of 2020. So I assure you to get in now while I'm still building it up, because you got the money management course. This is going to help you optimize your personal finances. I will teach you how to make money, a collection of business exposés, and how to start a service business. You get all this for $2.99, or you go ahead and get the bundle. And I think I have a payment plan. Yes, 3 months at $105. So this is what you want to do before the end of the year, because tomorrow, I mean, you can go ahead and join now and start working on optimizing your personal finances. And there's already a lot of information. The beginning, and this is actually an example of service businesses. I got over 100 service businesses in there. And Guerilla Business Building Tactics. Let's be really, really clear on this. You're going to use Guerilla Business Building Tactics because they're free, they're cheap. If you want to start a traditional website, the fastest way that you're going to get customers and traffic is through paid traffic. And if you don't have $2,000 to $5,000 plus ad spend to pay someone how to do it, and with that, it's kind of hit or miss. Because let's say you get somebody and they're not that good. It could take you 2 or 3 months before you find out if you're good. So you got that situation going on. So once again, the Guerrilla way is a low cost, fast, cheap. And I'm going to say it's not hard, but you got to do all of the steps to make the money. You got to stick with it. You got to do things the correct sequence. So it's not super hard, but it can be challenging because once you get this started, you're going to be working your little tuchus off because you're not quitting your job. Let that go. You're not quitting your job. Because see, this is where most people fail with a business. The first few years, you're busting your hump. But essentially, they want to figure out something that makes a lot of money so they can chill out with Big Booty Betty. And this is why so many people fail, because your first year is just going to be work. You're going to be working. You're not going to be chilling. You're not going to be taking vacations. You're going to be working. Black Caesar, I mean, one of the things is the 8-year-old kid, I don't even know who that is, but I guarantee you there's more. I guarantee you his parents, because, you know, he may have had the on-air talent, but I guarantee you that he had a parent or uncle or somebody that set up everything. Life Media Pro, I want to start Amazon FBA with this work as a startup. Hey, if you got 5 to 15 grand, yeah, that's not something you're going to start very cheaply and efficiently and be successful. Once again, I'm telling you, I'm no YouTubers. There was someone else behind the strategy. He may have been a cute little kid that someone's like, hey, we could put him online and he's going to be the face. But there was a strategy. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Because, you know, you got to ask yourself, why does one YouTuber do amazingly well? Like this chick, Janelle, with her white snake, Alfredo, her channel's starting to tank. The YouTube algorithm giveth, and the YouTube algorithm taketh away. Her last video didn't do that well compared to her first videos. And part of that is she doesn't know that she's got to be consistent with her posting. And she's got to do certain kind of videos. Her like, let's see. Let's go to, because I can show you. Because I don't know if she's running out of content, ideals, or what. Van life. Boom. All right. So her first video, this is her last video. All right, so her first videos were doing millions of views, right? 1.3.4 million. This video she put up a week ago, 750,000, which is a lot of views. How to stay healthy. She posted that 1 day ago, 603 views. So her channel is starting to regress because, you know, she did the YouTube thing and it blew up, but she needs to hire somebody ASAP to keep her momentum going, because you could blow up on YouTube, but if you don't have a strategy, your channel is going to tank. And, you know, because, you know, the YouTube algorithm giveth and taketh away. So that's one of the things she's going to have to do. She's going to have to develop a strategy. She's going to have to work on her content. She's going to have to post more consistently. There's a lot of things she's got to do, or her channel is going to really tank. I mean, I've seen this happen. Ty Lopez's channel, because he's run so much paid traffic on it that the channel has literally no organic reach. Look at you, Black Caesar. You like that little thin girl, don't you? You like that little thin girl. Patrick, sure thing, Life Media Pro. Omni and the Hellcat views are starting to dwindle as well as all the drama. His manager posted his news story today, and it just everything he claims to happen during the raid and seizures. Omni and the Hellcat channel was built on stunting. Hey, I'm going to go buy a new Lamborghini today. Hey, I tipped the pizza. I mean, he can't stunt anymore. And I predict that his channel is going to regress seriously in the next 4 or 5 months because, I mean, this story's hot right now, but it's already, you could already see, because he doesn't have the money to stunt anymore, the channel is starting to regress. Natural arts design. Does the military give you any type of advantage that helps you with your business? Could be, you know, personal discipline. That can be a long way towards your business. But once again, the thing is, you're just going to have to get started. You're going to have to dig. You're going to have to get into it. You're just going to have to do some work. That's one of the keys. And once again, the link to the How to Start a Service Business, which is going to include the business guerrilla tactics on how to start businesses. Because there are so many ways that you can use guerrilla marketing, guerrilla business tactics to get your business rolling for little to no money. And that's what this course is designed for. It's designed for someone who doesn't have a lot of money. Patrick, someone counted all his donations and his supporters donated $14,000 per month. So someone that was making $2.2 million a month, 14 grand ain't nothing. They ain't nothing, man. I mean, it's nice that they did that, but the lifestyle he was living, you're like, hey, I'm about to go out and buy another house while I still have this own house. I mean, he's got some appetites that, you know, he's dealing with a lot of stuff because he doesn't have that money anymore. And I've not been a person who's had money and lost money like that. I haven't been through that. But I can tell you that would suck. That would really suck because you can't do what you were doing. You can't live the way you were living. That's a serious cramp in his lifestyle. So 14K in a month plus his YouTube money. I don't know how much money he makes from YouTube, but clearly he is not rolling in it like he used to. And this is one of the lessons, because see, for an average person who's just making average money, this ramp up process does two things. First of all, you learn how to make money. And number two, you get accustomed to having money. The average American isn't accustomed to having money. They're not accustomed to having money. They're not used to having money. This is why people who win the lottery end up in trouble, because they're like, here's all this money, I'm not used to this. Because there's a normalization of your economic environment. This is why, you know, when some people get money real quick, they're not comfortable being wealthy. This is what a lot of these athletes go through who come from the hood, and here they're all of a sudden this person, and then they got all these hood friends, and it's a big mind fuck. So once again, you know, you got to get used, because I had to get used to having money. And this is something no one talks about, because, you know, I think this is one of the reasons that there's this group of people who get money who are pathologically cheap, is they're not used to having money, and they're so scared the money is going to disappear that they act like poor people. Or lost, and Omni got taken down like a D-boy. All the flossing got him taken down, and nobody that was around him could help. His team was weak. He didn't have a team. He didn't have a good accounting team. He didn't have a good attorney. He didn't have a team. He just did Gears, IPTV, started making all this money, and I guarantee you the stunning on YouTube did not help his case. Guarantee it. Black Caesar, Omni and Hellcat, his best days are behind him unless he becomes a beast at rebounding like Ben Wallace. That's funny. Well, Patrick Alligator, see, that was one of the problems. Because, when you listen to him, he wasn't really comfortable with that money, which is why he was buying a new car every month, because he was trying to fill up holes and stuff. Because the thing is, he didn't have the appropriate team around him. He had a bunch of yes men. He did not have the proper hire professionals, because, he was talking about his investments didn't make money. He just had people on the payroll. So other than, Gears Television, which apparently they were doing some piracy stuff, which is a big no-no. That can get you arrested. He didn't know how to make these moves in these money circles, even though he had all this money coming in. Oh, Life for Business, he had a company. Yeah, it did. Alex CEO, I lost 90% off of the last crypto bubble. It happened so fast, I didn't react fast enough. Better luck next time. Hey, crypto ain't nothing to play with, man. Crypto is wicked. Crypto giveth, crypto taketh away. But once again, once you start with a service business and you build it up over a year, you will get used to always having money. For many people, that's a new thing. If you're like used to struggling, used to not having any money, your bank account is a lunch pad, checks go in, bam, money bounce out. Sometimes you're trying to put that check in the, because there is no float anymore. When back in the day, there used to be a float, like you wrote a check on Monday, sometimes the bank didn't cash it till Friday. That's gone. I actually wrote some checks from one business account to another business account, and I just happened to go in there like 2 hours later. That money was gone. 2 hours. I don't know when they took it out, but that money was gone. And I haven't written a bad check in, God, like 20 some years. So I'm not in the habit of writing checks when the money's not there. That's just something that freaks me out. And I was just shocked at how fast that money came out the account. So there ain't no float anymore. Black Caesar, this is one of the things, because I want you to think of where your life will be a year from now, not like next month or next week, but a year from now. Hollywood prep, I would not do that. No, I would not recommend that, because you got all these car channels, and the one dude, he did a break. He didn't really make that much money. Jeremy Scorpio, when everybody jumps on something, that's a strong indicator to jump out, right? Long term is pretty much improving. Well, it just depends upon the business. Alex, car detailing is a very good business. I mean, Omni was just, like I said, it was a stunt channel. He never actually said what he did. I mean, people had to dox him to figure out what he did to get all that money. He never actually came up and said, look, he's like, I'm a developer, I'm an app developer, and all this other stuff. He never said that he had a subscription service with 75,000 customers paying $30 a month. He never actually said that. He wouldn't say that. Patrick, how does Mr. Organic and Tall Guys review? Mr. Organic and Tall Guy, they crack me up, because have no fear, Mr. Organic's here, but Tall Guy has like 500,000 more subscribers. I think Tall Guy does it because he does sponsorships, and Tall Guy Reviews has several channels. He's got a channel with his girlfriend. He's got another channel, so he doesn't just have that one channel. And I'm going to show you somebody that will blow your mind, because I remember seeing this dude. I remember years ago, Kevin. All right, so
if your chick come close to me, she ain't going home.
Now this is his wife's channel, but Kevin, he's been on YouTube as long as I have. He's been on there a minute. And this is where he makes his money. He started another channel.
All black, like, just look at it. Look how sinister. So, let's go ahead.
Now, I was looking at it because he had a channel, and Kevin was one of the first people to do the interracial marriage to this woman who is super little, and they have 3 adorable kids. And Kevin, he did this. This is where the money's coming from. This the channel.
Little doll.
That's where the money's coming from, because he's got 5 million subscribers, and last year he only had 2 million. So that's where the money's coming from. You know, there's a lot of ways to make money online, but they're not quick. And the service business thing is one of the fastest ways you can do it. How do you do? I have a credit repair course at Hustlers Kung Fu. So one of the things that, you know, you got to look at is this is a process, because this course is designed for someone who doesn't make a lot of money, but wants to do something in the future. Office cleaning at night is very much a service business. Very much so. So once again, you know, I'm going to be working on some of this tonight, you know, and Christmas is literally around the corner. So I may have some Christmas specials. I haven't quite decided yet, but the link is below. How to start a service business fast and cheap. That's a bundle. So it's going to give you 3 courses. It's going to give you a lot of information. And I urge you to sign up and get it now and start working on the money management course. That is critical, because if you go ahead and optimize your income right now, where all your bills are paid, you can put some money away. Then when you start making more money, you know, this time next year, you can have $25,000 in the bank. And there was this, like, not a lot of people got $25,000 in the bank. Not a lot of people. Like, shoot, once you get past 10,000, you're going to be in rarefied air. Not a lot of people have $10,000 in the bank. So once you get to that, all right, so with that, the links below. I'll see you guys later. Peace.